Climate change is a major threat to our well-being and to the health of the planet. As one of the regions most vulnerable to climate change, Sub-Saharan Africa is already experiencing widespread losses and damages. And according to the World Bank, there will be up to 85.7 million climate migrants in Sub-Saharan Africa by 2050. In Africa, $277 billion must be mobilized annually to meet 2030 climate goals. However, at current levels, at least 9 times more climate finance is required. The climate change battle will be won or lost in our cities. Africa is the fastest urbanizing region in the world, and its highly vulnerable urban population is experiencing climate change impacts firsthand. To build resilience, cities need to anticipate and plan for climate risks and hazards, and transform their development pathways. Unfortunately, financing low-carbon resilient infrastructure is not being done at the scale necessary based on existing plans and financing systems. The Covenant of Mayors in Sub-Saharan Africa has been a major catalyst for local climate action in the region over the past decade. CoM SSA has a political commitment from over 340 cities, representing more than 152 million people, and this number is growing. This commitment to tackle climate change head-on has been recognized by the European Union, the German Federal Ministry for Economic Development and Cooperation, and the Spanish Agency for International Development Cooperation, who together have invested more than 27 million euros in the CoM SSA initiative. This investment has been used to support CoM SSA signatories to develop sustainable energy and climate action plans and access finance to implement these plans. Integrated, robust, and well-informed planning is key. No less than 70% of African cities are highly vulnerable to climate shocks. To develop appropriate and effective climate change and sustainable energy access actions, cities must understand their baselines and vulnerabilities, determine the future vision for their city, and then plan accordingly. Finance is critical for cities to deliver climate action. To date, over 250 projects needing financial and technical support have been identified by CoM SSA signatory cities. CoM SSA implementing partners are working with CoM SSA signatory cities on projects that represent a total potential investment volume of over 436 million euros. When completed, these transformative projects will lead to the reduction of approximately 18 million tons of carbon emissions, which is equivalent to taking 4,309,385 cars off the road in a year. A snapshot of some of the transformative projects being supported by CoM SSA implementing partners shows the significant impact CoM SSA is already making in the region. But substantially more investment is needed to develop and then finance the projects being put forward by CoM SSA signatory cities. One of the priorities identified in the Senegalese municipalities of Dakar and Pekin is increasing energy efficiency and access to renewable energy for public buildings. The city of Dakar has secured funds for the solar electrification of 23 municipal buildings, with a target investment value being 3.5 million euros. The Lagos State Waterways Authority has initiated preparatory studies aimed at setting up a world-class public inland waterways transit system in Lagos State, which aims to adapt the mobility patterns of the city to sea level rise and land subsidence that is exacerbated by climate change. The project has a targeted investment value of 250 to 300 million euros. After the successful implementation of a pilot project for the production of biogas using biodigesters, Kisumu County, Kenya, is making great strides by leading discussions with several partners to scale up the project at the county level with more than 10 million euros of funding. Mombasa County, Kenya, is developing a project pipeline for renewable energy and energy efficiency projects in 10 county-owned buildings, which is just the beginning of a promising energy transition that will ensure a sustainable and clean energy future for the people of Mombasa County. The CoM SSA initiative plays a pivotal role in directing finance to where it is most needed. African cities are unique, and climate finance needs to accommodate this complexity. More finance alone will not be enough. Innovation in the financial sector is vital. Moving forward, the CoM SSA initiative will continue to ensure that its signatory cities receive context-specific climate change planning and climate finance support, while working closely with leaders from across the continent to ensure political will and advocacy for the pivotal role that African cities play in the global fight against climate change. Climate action needs climate finance. Partner with us to make this happen.